Hey,
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Oh, Jimmy, you just
Good.
said, can you see the fireplace to me before we started here? And you can if it's just you, but now that it's all three of us, we can just see
Uh,
you and your
oh,
and your robe.
well, I wasn't fooling around. I
I know.
said my pajamas. I won't show you all of them, but I got my wolf shirt, t-shirt on
Oh, a wolf shirt.
because it's really soft. It's old and soft. It
Uh-huh.
kind of gets worn down. And then, of course, my big fuzzy robe, and the most important accessory for the morning,
That's
my
right.
Mission Discovery
That's right.
coffee mug with hot coffee in it.
Yeah, Michael, how about it? We just
Uh,
found
this
out.
is
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
is my. I don't. I think you pronounce it Beta or Bita. It's awesome. The coffee or the mug? Well, both, but the mug, it's like that metal, so it holds your heat in or holds your cold in.
I
So
bet it's not as good as this one.
it's
Just
probably not.
just saying. Um,
Is
yeah,
anyone as good as this one?
I don't know. Probably not.
Do we have do we have those available for people who donate this hour?
Sure, yeah. This is a Mission Discovery mug. A lot of people have gotten these when they go on trips. They get these when they leave a review. So this is Mission Discovery, and then we've got the Let the Adventure. We call it the Adventure mug. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I see.
So yeah, if you donate this hour,
Yeah,
Adventure Mug.
Adventure mug becomes this hour. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
keep track of that.
Hashtag in the notes, Adventure Mug, and we'll know
Yeah,
to get your mug. Yeah,
there
let
you
us
go.
know.
Yeah. So I woke up this morning, and I know that sounds funny because we've been streaming for so long now, 12 plus 14 hours we've been
Yeah.
streaming. So,
Are you
and
are you gonna pull back the curtain right here,
I
Nathan?
am. So this, I got a text from Robbie, one of our worship leaders, who a lot of you guys know and seen him lead worship here. And he texted me and he said, "Well, number one, I saw on one of the streams. He said, 'Dude, you guys are animals,' and I'm like, 'Yeah, we are.' And he said, 'Have you gotten any sleep, man?' And just to let you guys know, we pre-recorded the last night's set. We haven't been on all night long. We recorded those and replayed devos and things so that we could sleep and be totally refreshed for you this morning right now. Melissa says that we are awesome. Melissa, you are awesome. So, um, hey, do we want to go ahead and give an update, or do we want to show a video? What do we
No,
want to
no,
do
we
here?
gotta go to the update, man.
Go to
We
the
gotta go
update.
straight
All right,
there.
let's roll to the update.
Well,
Jimmy, that's your
ladies and
territory.
gentlemen,
I want to
while
hang on.
you
Wait,
slept,
wait, wait, wait. Let me try to put this fireplace on because it really is. There you go. You're on fireplace and everything. You're good.
I'm waiting. Oh, we're so close.
Oh,
Well,
you're
ladies and
waiting.
gentlemen, while you slept, we at Mission Discovery, we were sleeping too. But anyway, we have some night owl friends out there, and they must have taken kindly to my Stephanie's scrapbooking process or timeline. And the funny thing was, I don't know if you guys saw in the comments, but she actually was working on a scrapbook. I took a shot in the dark, but that's usually what she does. So with our virtual drum roll, right now, as of 8:04, Thursday, May 7th, we are at 10,195. And we were talking before you guys jumped in there, or excuse me, before we opened up the call, and it's like we kind of don't know what we're doing, but it feels like fun. So, hey, thank you so much to all our friends and partners out there. You're making this thing work, and we are having fun. As long as you don't mind me in my pajamas. The truth is, Michael just has his boxer shorts on under that plaid shirt down there. So please don't get not
Yeah.
true. up. No coffee refills until your screen goes blank.
Oh man. So 10,195. 10,
That's it. That's our number.
10,195. That's awesome. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we have been live streaming for 14 hours now because Mission Discovery is participating in this event. And so almost a thousand nonprofit organizations are part of this. And it's almost like they don't say this, but if you look at it, they call it a leaderboard. And it's almost like a competition. So, like, see which nonprofit can raise the most money. And along the way, you get little incentives and prizes. And so, what happens is those who donate right now, say you donate $1, if you donate to the right campaign, it'll become $2, could become $3. I mean, so it's really a good thing. And so I haven't put the link in the description yet. I will, but this will be the bigpayback.org. bigpayback.org/mission discovery. You go there, you donate, and then your money goes further today. So we're live streaming until 6 p.m. tonight. So my wife got so excited that I was going to be working this hard. She left and went to Chicago, so I'm here all alone with my dog. And and
Nathan,
so,
you're not alone.
oh
You're not
yeah,
alone.
no. Virtually, we we have each other, so that's good.
Virtually.
Virtually.
You careful there where you're treading with that. Hey, that's if we've learned anything during this pandemic is we need people in our lives.
Yeah.
We do video church, we do video small group. That's all good and fine, but don't tell anybody. But we had some friends over for dinner the other night. It's a secret. But when we wrapped up, we had a great time. We're standing by the door and they were getting ready to leave. And everybody had like this momentary pause, like, can we hug? So we breached protocol and we actually hugged. And it was like hugging a real person. Kyle and I hug several times a day, and that's adequate and it's enough. But it's just nice to have friends out there that you can love on. And
Oh
Did you
man.
you
I
just
don't know
said
where that was
hugging
going,
your
but
wife is adequate?
well, it's more than adequate. She's definitely more than enough.
Well,
She
Okay.
just walked in. Dang
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
that's what you get when you log on for our 8 a.m. morning talk.
Right, man. Yeah.
Adequate hugs.
So right now, and Jennifer Winkley said, Nathan, you're reading my mind with the link. Jennifer, to be on the same page with you is awesome. So it's good to see you here. I think, Michael, we have a video that you made yesterday that I'd love to share.
Sure.
Yeah, could we do it?
Yeah, let's go to that.
Yeah, you want to
awesome.
talk about it, or we just want to roll to it?
So yeah, I put out a call on my Facebook and just asked a couple friends if they would share what mission discovery meant to them or a memory, and so I got a bunch in and they were just wonderful, and so I then just kind of put them all together in this video, and it's like. This is exactly what it is. Wow. Anybody familiar with The Reading Rainbow, where LeVar Burton talks about reading books, and he always had a segment where he would say, oh, this book was great, but don't take my word for it, and then it would cut to a bunch of talking about how great the book was. Well, Mission Discovery is great, but don't take my word for it. And then cut to the video.
All right, we'll cut to it. Here we go.
Great work.
Hi, I'm Amanda Stahl, and I wanted to share a little bit about what Mission Discovery means to me and why I'm so thankful for the organization.
Hi guys, my name is Sarah Matthews, and I want to share a quick memory of Mission Discovery with you guys.
Hey, Mission Discovery folks, how's it going? This is Zach from Houston. I'm so glad just to be able to have this opportunity to say what Mission Discovery means to me.
Hi everybody, it's me, Mama Anna from Tecate, Mexico. Just wanted to share a little video, a small little video.
Hello, Mission Discoveries. Sam Atkinson here from McKinney, Texas.
Hi, my name is Rachel Henderson. I am a sophomore at the University of Georgia right now.
Hey everybody, this is Jared Schnell from Iowa. My wife and I are part-time youth pastors at the Linville Friends Church. We've been being youth pastors for almost 17 years. We've been on 14 mission trips, I think, with Mission Discovery.
My first trip with Mission Discovery was to Jamaica. I was unprepared for what the Lord was going to do that week.
Mission Discovery has always meant so much to me. I went on my first Mission Discovery trip in 2011 to Tecate, Mexico, and ever since, I have just absolutely loved what Mission Discovery does, who they are, and the way they care for people and communities all over the world.
Mission Discovery holds a very special place in my heart. I have been working with them since I was 13 years old, I believe. I went on a few summer trips with them in high school. I interned with them in college in Hidalgo County, and then I have been able to go to Guatemala with them a few times over the past several years.
Over the past 20 years, I've had the opportunity to serve as a student, as a volunteer, as an intern. I've cooked in the kitchen, and I've been able to lead a few trips.
Been with Mission Discovery for 25 years.
When I started doing youth ministry here at my church in Houston, we were looking for a reputable organization that was going to do awesome work in the community, but also people that would be bringing a lasting impact to the community, not just a one-and-done type situation, but people that would be on the ground year-round and be with that community and know what they need and how to reach them.
And for me, Mission Discovery was really just a gateway into the world of missions. My first time being with Mission Discovery was my first time doing anything like that before, and I was 14 years old and I went to Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and that was the first of 4 summers in a row.
I can honestly say some of the biggest moments in my relationship with God have been during Mission Discovery trips.
And it was the start of a really cool lesson I was learning with him. And it started on a Mission Discovery trip.
I love this organization. I love their heart for the world. Mission Discovery cares about people. It has never been about completing a project or a new place to visit. It has always been about getting to know people, loving them, serving them, and sharing the love of Christ with them.
I was just falling in love with the people, falling in love with the work, falling in love with Mission Discovery.
And somewhere in it, the Lord just captured my heart and really told me in a new way that I was His beloved child and that He had a purpose and a plan for me.
It was an awesome trip because it hasn't been the same since, and that was, I think, about 9 years ago.
And it just honestly changed my life. It brought me to just this desire to serve people throughout the world, to serve people who are different from me. And so Mission Discovery is something that I hope is always a part of my life, and it has impacted who I've become today just over the last 5-6 years since I first came in contact with it.
I'm thankful for Mission Discovery and the way they serve. I'm thankful for the way they go alongside our ministry partners to serve those in need and bring the name of Jesus Christ to everyone. It has been an honor to serve alongside Mission Discovery. I've made friends and family that I cannot imagine my life without.
And so it was a dream come true to be able to work with a group like Mission Discovery, and I still get to, which is pretty great. But I love the guys that I've met through Mission Discovery, with all the friends that I've made, with Nathan, with Mike, with Jimmy, just super great people that love the Lord and that love to be about His mission on this earth.
And the reflection that I saw of Him in Mission Discovery and in these people and in the land that He created. And it was really special to know that wherever we go, that we're going to be falling in love with Him. And that's just the memory I want to share with y'all.
I'm incredibly grateful to the staff at Mission Discovery for their friendship and how they've taught me.
So thanks for everything, Mission Discovery, and we love you all.
Thank you for being there. Thank you for holding our hands. Thank you for just praying for us and supporting us in all areas,
And so my prayers are with you guys. Hope you guys are safe and well. We love you, and thank you, Mission Discovery, for all that you do.
Just want to tell you guys, thank you very much. I want to encourage you guys, as Jimmy has shared on one of the trips. I remember him talking about encouragement and saying that we should encourage one another to have courage. So I just want to say thank you very much for being a huge blessing in my life, and God bless you guys, and may He continue to multiply your efforts.
So I'm thankful for Mission Discovery, and I pray that we have many more decades of serving together, because I just couldn't imagine the world without you guys. So thanks for all you do. Looking forward to the next trip.
We left and we came back without a president. Dude, Michael, that video is awesome. Thanks so much for making that. And thank you everyone who shared their stories with Mission Discovery. What's cool about this is on Facebook, Stephanie, hey, there he is. Stephanie sent out this message and said to a lot of our friends who've been on multiple mission discovery trips, yeah, and she said, "Hey, why don't you share on your Facebook page how what mission discovery means to you?" And so I don't know if that's where that idea came from, Michael, but it was awesome. And I'll share some of those what mission discovery means with people, a little later. I have it on my phone, but
Nice.
yeah. Yeah, so how are we doing? So if you're just joining us, this is Mission Discovery. We are part of the Big Payback this year, so it's a big giving day right here in Middle Tennessee. We're in it with a bunch of other nonprofits. I think we have raised. There's a leaderboard, and we are last time I checked, we were 55. We were number 55 out of almost 1,000 nonprofits. So we're doing pretty good. You guys
55.
Yeah, we're number 55. We're 55th place. Now, the difference between is kind of vast between that and first place. But yeah, there are some out there that have raised above 60,000, 70. So, and I think Jimmy, you just read the whole thing has raised. All of us together, all the nonprofits combined together have raised
$2.6 million for Middle Tennessee nonprofit organizations
since last night at 6 p.m. So that's incredible. What's really going to be interesting about live streaming right now for me is that this dog is on a routine, and she's like looking at me like, dude, I'm going to start whining very soon to go outside. So
Nate,
yeah.
You're not normally a dog owner. Why do you have a dog at your house?
Yes. So this is Wrigley. I lived at a home with a family for 8 years.
Can we see Wrigley?
If I showed you Wrigley, you would see her butt right now. She went to the water bowl, but she's much cuter looking at her the other way. So anyway, yeah. So I lived with a family for 8 years, and actually they had this dog Wrigley, and just over a month ago, there was a tornado that ripped through Nashville, about 50 miles of destruction. It was a huge tornado. And that family lost their home in the tornado. And I mean, they just barely made it out alive, really. Their phones went off. They ran downstairs. They got their kids. And 2 minutes later, they heard the house explode, their words. And I went over the next day, and it was just totally devastated. And so they got put in a hotel. And while they were there, four, the 2 kids, 2 adults, and 2 dogs. Mm-hmm. While they were there, the dogs got in a little fight and ended up, Wrigley bit John, who was trying to separate them, in the midst of it. And so they were like, well, it's just not safe right now to have Wrigley. I know, you can't go out right now. Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, I'll take her in for now. And so that's why we have her.
Hey, didn't you tell me something about piano in the baby's room or something like that? Was it the piano or some big piece of furniture?
So if you can imagine, so Damien was born when I lived there. Both of their kids were born when I lived there. So they have Damien's room, a wall, then like a foyer area, and then a window that leads outside. The piano is right there by the window that leads outside. This wall that was between Damien's bed basically went into the wall, and you couldn't even tell there was a wall there. And so it's just it was crazy. Going back to clean up that house was nuts. Because Damien definitely would not have made it out alive if they hadn't got out. Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah.
In the midst, I mean, I know we are kidding around, having a good time, but there's a lot of hurting people out there. For those of you that don't know, Middle Tennessee has had 2 major tornadoes. They probably were about 4 weeks apart, I guess, something like that. And virtually all the help has just ground to a halt.
Yeah,
because of the virus effects, the corona effects. So, you've got people that are displaced, but yet there's no movement on getting them back into their homes. So what we'd like to do this summer is we talked to you a lot about our projects. I'll mention that again in a little bit. But since a lot of our projects, especially overseas, are being canceled, we'd like to have a Middle Tennessee relief project trip, mainly in July. Basically starting in July and running through as late as August as we can. So if you're interested, contact our office and let us know if you could bring a group in here. We'll be doing tornado relief projects, and it could be Nashville. It could be a city called Cookeville, which is further east. And then also Chattanooga was devastated on that second round of the tornado as well. So, Yeah, our hearts go out to those folks.
Yeah.
We have lots of friends and folks that not only have been impacted that way, but personally, I know several people that have either gotten laid off or furloughed. In some instances, the companies were pretty good to them. In some instances, they weren't. It's just like, okay, today's your last day. You got to go. We can't help it.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and if any of you have just kind of had a loved one in the hospital during the season, that happened to us as well. It's just difficult. It's just so strange. We've never experienced anything like this. So our heart goes out to people, and add those folks to your prayer list. Those folks that that can use a prayer. Go ahead and put them on there so that they know they're not forgotten.
Mm. Yeah, man. And back to the tornado too. And did you say put the prayer in the comments, Jimmy? Is that what you said?
I didn't, but we can do that.
Yeah,
We
if you
can
want to
get a
put
prayer
prayer
list
requests
going there.
going in the comments, also God sightings, any way that you've seen God during these days, and then to put it in the comments too. And I see that Christina says that she finally got a chance to donate. Thank you so much, Christina. So that tornado, it came through, and I don't know that people really realize this, because what happens in a disaster like that, Mission Discovery does a lot of these disaster relief projects and things like that. So we've seen over the years, there's different phases after a disaster. Mission Discovery, we don't go like right in right away. We're a couple phases later, but one of the phases is actually called the honeymoon phase, and that's a phase when the media is all over it and just all the attention is there, and so they're getting all the help that they can get. Well, our honeymoon phase was robbed by the coronavirus, and so a lot of people don't realize that. I think it was 25 people died in that tornado.
Yeah.
25 people died in that tornado.
At least in the first round. I don't know. I don't think that includes the second round. The second one.
Yeah. So and like that second one that Jimmy's talking about, the storms that just came through. I was talking to Melanie, who was one of the mom in the family that I lived with for that time period, and she said Killian, her son, was struggling with PTSD after losing their first home, and that experience, having this, the storms roll through. He's like latching onto her leg and just sobbing during a storm now. So, it's crazy, man. There's a lot of help that's needed right here in Tennessee, and we'd love for people to join us, especially this summer as we look at doing projects in July. We've got a lot of people, like Jimmy said, that are displaced, a lot of work that still needs to happen. I'll run, I can go to the grocery store 5 minutes down the street here, and there's this area that the tornado just went through, and it's just devastated. Still needs to be cleaned up. And in fact, they've got cops there guarding it every time. They don't want people randomly going in and just cleaning stuff and getting hurt. So, yeah, it's crazy. Crazy times here. Stephanie's on here. Hey, Stephanie. I know Courtney's over here telling everybody that we're giving away mugs, and that is true. So, Michael had this idea to live stream for 24 hours during what is called the Big Payback now. Michael, where did this idea come from?
Honestly, this idea came a few years back. Maury Buchanan and we did something like this. It was like a live kind of broadcast that we did at the office to raise some money, and I had a lot of fun with it. And that's really all I remember about it, was that I had fun, and we had like guests on, and we talked to them. And
how long was that you did that?
It was maybe like 3 or 4 hours long.
Oh wow, okay, well, that's longer than I thought. Okay, yeah, got it.
But I just remember like having a good time, and Maury Buchanan, who was our founder and former president, he has a DJ, like a radio DJ background, so he was just really good at kind of like setting everything up. So I just remembered having a lot of fun, and I thought, wouldn't that be great if we just streamed, and we've been streaming throughout this time. So I just thought like, oh, this will be a walk in the park. Little did I know.
Little did I know. No,
did you just say little did he know?
I did. Stranger than fiction.
It's been, yeah. So what you're alluding to, I think, is that it's a lot of work to do this.
This is work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to do this. Yeah, some of us didn't show up in our robes, Jimmy. Some of us have
Hey, this would be proper attire for the morning show.
There you go. That is true. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is a lot of work, but it's worth it. So the thing is like this big payback, we've never done it before. And so we're kind of flying blind here. We didn't know what to expect. And the fact that we have that this bit of work, which is a lot, and we're live streaming and we're kind of keeping people engaged and hopefully, just trying to build community right now through the live stream. It's working because right now, I think, Jimmy, do you have the numbers pulled up?
I think we just
10,300.
10,300 since last night at 6 p.m. So yeah. So I mean, this is a huge event for us right now. If you didn't know, Mission Discovery really just this year we have to raise more money than we ever have before just to keep the ministry going. With trips being canceled, with the economy the way that it is, we have our work cut out for us. So we really appreciate all of you that are watching, all of you that have donated. This means the world to us. We know that watching that video that Michael made, we know that Mission Discovery, this is not ours. It's God's. This is bigger than us, and so we're just trying to keep the thing going and doing what we can with the little that we have, and watching God do the rest. And He's doing that through everyone here. So we just thank you so much. We do have some things coming up, though. I'll click over to the schedule real quick, so you can see, and you can find this on our social media accounts as well, our stories. But basically, and this is all Central Standard Time, here upcoming in about 30 minutes, we've got Coffee with Maury. It's kind of just a time like this, probably with stories, yep. And then we've got a Northern Ireland check-in at 10 a.m. We've got our regular Kickstart devotional that we do every weekday at 11 a.m. We've got Lunch with Jimmy, hey-o, at 12 p.m.
I will be out of my pajamas by then and in street clothes. That's the disclaimer. Not just out of my pajamas, but I will be dressed appropriately.
Yeah, there you go. Then we've got a Tacoma check-in at 1 p.m., a Tecate check-in at 3 p.m., and a Haiti check-in at 4 p.m. with Pastor Noel. These are with all of our ministry partners. So what we're finding, and what we already knew, we want to share with everybody, is that our ministry partners have been affected by this coronavirus as well. And so, and this is a time where we're kind of coming together and checking in with everybody and figuring out how, just keeping the relationship going through this time. And we figured we wanted to get everybody in on that conversation, let you all hear it as well. So that's one of the things that we'll be doing here. Any news right now, guys? Should I play another video?
Before you do that, I don't have any news. I mean, we're still right there at 10:03, but I had an idea.
Yeah.
Courtney, I know you're out there watching. We've had a lot of requests of info for JCSD, Jamaica Christian School for the Deaf, and see how they're doing. And the truth of the matter is, we don't exactly know. So, Courtney, if you're out there listening, Courtney is our Hold the Children director. She heads up that program. That is a child sponsorship program that Mission Discovery has. Hey, Nathan, what time is her time slot where she can give more info on that?
2:30?
2:30. 2:30. So if you want to find out about that, tune in, because it really just started from a pencil and a half a piece of chalk. I almost went to my New York voice. Sorry. Chalk. Chalk. Anyway, Courtney, see if you can't try to maybe get schedule a phone time with Miss Sophia, perhaps. Or I know their internet is super cheesy, but or sketchy, I guess would be a better word. It works 60% of the time. It works 80%. So Michael got that one. Anyway.
So I was paying attention to the comments.
Jimmy Rivera.
Yeah. So Courtney, see if you can't maybe get a hold of her to try to get a call in during that time frame. Even if we just have her audio, some way we could figure out how to patch her in. Like again, Michael said, we just come up with the ideas and then we make Nathan do the work. So go ahead and cut to your video.
It's funny because it's true. Yeah, I think let's show the banquet video. That'll give me enough time to take this dog out. She's driving me crazy. So,
There we go.
all right.
Yeah, there we go.
This is for everybody. And if you're just joining, we're raising money right now. There's a link. There's a link in the comments. This video kind of explains exactly what Mission Discovery does. This is a banquet video that Michael made in about a day last year, and it's amazing. So here we go. Let's watch that.
In the book of John, we have this story about two disciples of John the Baptist. One day, as Jesus passed by, John declares, "Look, there is the Lamb of God." And they immediately begin to follow Jesus. Noticing this, Jesus turns to them and asks what they are looking for. What an amazing moment. Jesus, the Son of God, asking, "What are you looking for?" And their answer is not exactly what you would expect. They say, "Rabbi, where are you staying?" They want to know where Jesus lives. They don't ask Jesus for anything. In essence, they simply ask Jesus if they can see where his home is. This might seem odd, but there is something there. This interaction is pointing deeper. A home is personal. It's intimate. A home cuts to the heart of who someone really is. When you invite someone into your home, you are inviting them to get to know the real you. The you that isn't filtered. The laundry on the floor, dirty dishes in the sink, real you. This is what the disciples are asking Jesus. They want to know who Jesus is. And knowledge always involves experience. To really know something is to see it for yourself. So Jesus doesn't tell his disciples who he is. He shows them. He invites them to come and see for themselves. To follow him and know him by experiencing him. So what about today? If those disciples were here, if they saw Jesus and asked him the same question, and if Jesus' answer was the same, if he said, "Come and see," where might that lead? Where would they go to see Jesus at home?
I'm reminded of a phrase that I picked up in Northern Ireland where one of the team leaders talked about thin spaces and that moment where it's like heaven and earth meet. Those holy places that you just like, wow, God is here, God is present. In those moments, I believe, is that sacred space. Because that's where God is, and that's where God is moving. And it's in joining Jesus in ministry, joining Jesus in the mission of the kingdom, you experience the gospel, you experience the Spirit moving. And I think it opens up the door to understand that we are called to something bigger. We get to join Jesus in his ministry. If you really want to know Jesus, we read him in his word, we pray, but I think it's joining him what he would have done. And we don't bring God to a place. God is there. God is moving. His Spirit is there. And so I just get to join him in that spot. So when you say, "Come and see," it's recognizing it's way bigger than me. And it's in those thin spaces that we experience him. Those thin spaces are those invitations to come and experience God, because it's Jesus being there And he's saying, come on, come meet me here. Come meet me in this orphanage. Come meet me in this community that is broken down and needs help. Come meet me. So I would say all of those moments, all of those places are those thin spaces, those moments that when we jump into it, we're like, oh, God is here.
If this is your first time considering taking a trip, just do it. You need to do it. There is so much variety and color to the kingdom of God that you have not yet interacted with, and every part of you needs it, whether you believe it or not.
So I really came into this blind, not knowing what I was getting into, and it was absolutely one of the best experiences of my life, and I would do it 10 times again.
Something that I would encourage, almost mandatory, you got to see for yourself.
You do not need to have it all together to come on these trips. You just need to be willing, and the Lord can do the rest.
As always, Jesus is right in the middle of things. He is with his people, in their joy as well as their pain. He's there, offering grace and peace to all those who call on his name. And he extends that same invitation to us, to know him by experiencing him. He invites us to come and see.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Here we are.
I got so much grief. I went ahead and got dressed.
Oh man!
If you can't tell, rocking the old. This is probably early 2000s, I guess. Mission Discovery T-shirt. I was kidding with Michael. I said, apparently I've lost weight in my old age, and I lost it all in the shoulders because I used to wear larges apparently, and now they're not. I mean, they're still large, but apparently I'm not. I don't have the shoulders I used to.
All right. I don't
know what to say to that.
All right. You say. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Cheers.
Jimmy, it was all the extra weight he was carrying on the shoulders that has caused them to be.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's carrying a lot.
No
of
weight.
No weight. So Brandon Brown's on. Hey, Brandon.
Well, that's a different Brandon.
Different Brandon Brown. Oh.
Yeah. It's my
hi.
friend. My friend Brandon Brown. He's not your friend. He's my friend.
Okay.
Oh, now we're starting that grade school stuff. He's not your friend. He's my friend. Grade school. Josh Clancy's out there. Josh, hey, when are you going to come to Nashville and make me a pizza? Melissa, thanks for watching us. Coming in from, she's one of our super Balimbu fans. Loves the Balimbu trip. So thanks for joining in. Christina Guerrero's out there. Tony Dykstra out there up from Michigan. At one point, I believe I thought I saw Craig Hill's name out there from Guatemala.
Yeah.
So again, here we're going international again. Jenna Miller, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Jenna, you're somewhere in the Pennsylvania area. Is it Wellsboro, if I'm not mistaken? Let me know, because I usually make a lot of mistakes, as these two guys can attest. Dave Sanders, whoa, man, Dave's probably on his I was going to say his third cup of coffee, but he doesn't drink coffee. So he's an early riser. Thanks, Dave. Tina Castro, Nathan Bryan, Amanda Stahl was on there before. Stephanie, Jennifer, thank you. And Jennifer's actually in a different time zone, so she's an hour earlier than us. So thanks all for jumping in there. Jennifer actually set up a campaign for us to help raise funds for Mission Discovery. So that's an unpaid endorsement, although we could probably send her a coffee mug because we just like her so much. And she was Jennifer was actually one of our last active mission trips. She was scheduled to go to Jamaica, if I'm not mistaken, and that trip got canceled, or it might have been the Haiti trip because she loves Haiti. Haiti is the one that's dear to her heart. And when that trip didn't work out, she said, well, I've already taken the time off from work. Where can I come and serve? So we actually had a camp that was happening in Westmoreland, Tennessee, a project. And she goes, well, heck, I'll just join you guys out there. So not only is she a super fan, but apparently she's super flexible. And the airlines helped her change her ticket. And she came and she worked with Dave Sanders that week and Don DeCock, who's usually been out there. I don't know if he's out there this morning. But Jennifer, thank you so much for all your help and support of Mission Discovery. It's people like you that really make this a great place to work. It almost, not almost, it really doesn't even feel like work. It just feels like you're hanging out with friends most of the time. And, we're just thankful for that. But it's folks like you and everybody other name that I met, and the ones that I missed as well. You guys make this stuff like pleasurable. We're dealing with people. We talked about canceling projects that we've had to cancel so far. We talked about most of June. And just a lot of you said, well, go ahead and let's keep the funds and let's roll it over to 2021. And what that tells me is you folks, along with us, have hope. We know that this thing is going to pass. We'll be back. We'll land back on our feet. And you guys have helped us do that. You've encouraged us. Somebody last night talked about courage, about that. And just real quick, when you encourage somebody, you give them the strength to believe they can do something. You're saying, Michael, I know you could put that video together in 5 hours. There's no doubt in my mind. So you're helping build that person up, right? On the flip side of that coin, you can discourage somebody. You can take their courage. Michael, there's no way you can do that. That'll never happen. So join with us today and let's be encouragers. Let's build up our friends, our families, those that are, like we talked about earlier, those that are hurting right now during this time. Sometimes you just got to grab people by the shoulders, look them in the eye and say, this is going to be okay. One of my favorite verses in the Bible is anything that says, and it came to pass. So that just means sometime later things got better. So that's where we are with Mission Discovery. We feel like things will get better, but it's mainly because God is faithful, and He's surrounded us with people, and I don't just mean our staff. He's surrounded us with great participants, great group leaders, friends that have kind of either called or text and say, hey, what do you guys need? Our church is praying for you, or we've had some calls and they've said, we've got a little extra mission money left over. We had one school who shall remain nameless because I'll brag on them too much, but they had funds left from their spring mission trips that didn't happen. So the school got together, the students that were involved, and they decided that the funding that was left that they weren't able to use for their spring mission trip, they donated to our Hold the Children program. So we actually got two schools, there were two schools in Jamaica, I believe, that got a boost of unexpected donations because this school thought outside the box and thought the little bit that we have, it wasn't real little, it was medium little. We're going to help these kids down there. So, thank you for that. Thank you for just thinking outside the box, letting us know, like Nathan mentioned before, the little bit that we have in God's hand goes a long way. Okay, I'm done for now. You guys got 30 seconds.
Thanks. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, but what you said, some of your favorite verses in the Bible are the ones that say, and it came to pass. In other words, things were one way and then they changed. And that reminded me of our Devo yesterday. Yesterday we had on Dan Herod. Michael and I, every day we do this Kickstart Devo at 11 a.m. And so Dan Herod wrote this book, Suffer Well, and I'm right here in it. It's really, really good. And Teresa actually showed me the book and said that it's really good. But that's one of his things is just repeat this mantra. If you're ever in trouble, if you're ever in the middle of a pandemic, repeat this mantra. Now is not forever. Now is not forever. It's just now. And so, it's just a really important thing to remember for us right now at Mission Discovery, for some of us that may be, in the hospital, some of us that may be sick, some of us that may be furloughed, some of us that have felt this, like I said, everybody's felt this coronavirus in a different way. We're going to check in with ministry partners. You're going to see that this is global pandemic has affected their whole way of life. And what's really important right now is just to remember that now is not forever. And we're just so thankful that Dan shared a Devo with us yesterday. If you want to pick up this book, it's really awesome. It's on Amazon. I think it was on the Amazon bestseller list at one point. It's just a very good reminder. So, yeah, there we have it. I know that in 15 minutes, Maury Buchanan will be joining us. And I know that actually, what he tried to ring in as we're talking in the thing. Yeah, he said it said if I accepted that call, it would put this call on hold, and so I said, reject.
So you're saying that you rejected Maury Buchanan?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But in 15 minutes I won't. So that's okay.
Okay. So it's going to pass. The rejection will pass.
Now is not forever. I mean,
that's right.
Hey, Nathan, could you just add him to this call, or do we want to start a new feed?
No, we can add him to this call at 9 p.m. if we want, or do we want to start a new feed?
Hopefully 9 a.m. Hopefully, 9 I'm just saying. I am having fun. I don't know if I would have 12 more hours of fun.
It's 8:46 a.m. and it's already been a long day.
Hey, show that coffee mug again.
Okay, which side? Jimmy, you show up your side. I'll show the other side. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you don't have it?
I got it right there.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a beautiful mug. I think we've said, and if you're new to this feed, though, anybody who donates through the Big Payback this hour might just get one of those mugs as a thank you gift. We may actually, I think we should extend that offer through the next hour, since we are having coffee with Maury. So,
all in favor of Michael's motion, raise your hand.
Then you have to raise your hand towards your face, because we're on a 3 screen. There you go. Yeah, we raise your hand.
If it's not about the extra stuff you get, it's about doing a good thing, but it never hurts to get a mug.
Here's the deal. Here's the secret on that, Michael. And I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. These mugs are generally for people that go on trips and have and come back and say cool things about their trip, what their trip meant to them, and I'll send them this mug. We ask for reviews just so that people more people will go on mission discovery trips. Now we also have shirts that we give out on trips. So if you go on a mission discovery trip, you always get a T-shirt that says "Mission Discovery: To Love Is to Serve." Here's the deal: we're not doing trips right now, so
we've got a surplus of mugs and T-shirts.
We have a back stock, and we're finding new ways to use them. So we'd love to hook you guys up with some mugs, some shirts. And we'd love for you just to head over. There's a link in the description, or maybe in the description, but also in the comments, just where to go and donate right now. It's really important. Like we said, this event right now that we're doing, this 24-hour event, your dollar has the potential to go to $2, $3, and so that's why we're kind of all pushing to do this one thing, right now. It's just to raise some money for Mission Discovery, money that we don't have and we really need. So
that's right.
The ministry, for the ministry to keep going, we have to raise some funds. So yeah. Now we've got
read through there and go to the Mission Discovery page. Nathan has the address down there.
Yep.
And when you go down there, scroll through the campaigns towards the bottom of the page and go to the link that says Show All. Of course, usually about the top 3 or whatever, they have a random 3 that show up, but I believe there's 11 campaigns altogether. So click that one that says Show All, and
can't see it.
No,
you're bleached out. Maybe tip your phone a little bit.
See a picture.
Anyway, read through the campaigns, because some of us still have plenty of matching money to put out there. We're just waiting for the gifts to come in. So
right.
Not that I know that personally, but
so my sister, hi Sarah Rosado, is watching, and so is my niece, hi Belle, and probably Nicholas as well. Hi Nicholas. But my sister just texted me and said that my niece Bella thinks you are a doctor because of your green shirt. So
Well,
you are Dr. Jimmy.
the accolades just keep falling at my feet because I can't hold on to them. I don't know that I want to be a doctor in this stage right now that we're in, actually, but I would still want to help people.
Well, and my sister is a nurse, and she's out there still working right in the midst of this. So Sarah, you are my hero, and thank you for doing what you do. And I'm glad that you are getting to I mean, I don't know, get to see me on this crazy live stream today. So I love you, and can't wait to see you in person sometime soon.
I especially love that she calls you Brother Bear.
Yeah.
Maybe a new nickname for Michael Neff in the office.
That's great.
It's probably better than other nicknames she could have called you, I'm guessing, if she's like my sisters.
So in about 10 minutes, we're gonna transition over to having coffee with Maury Buchanan, and I'm really excited for that. I hope some of you who are watching will join. We're just going to be asking Maury questions. We're just going to, all the questions we've ever wanted to ask Maury Buchanan, we're going to be asking. And again, this is all part of the Big Payback to raise money for mission discovery. So thank you all for joining us. Thanks for being here with us this morning.
Hey, this could be interactive. So if you're out there and you're watching or listening and always thought, I always wanted to ask Maury, ... Well, now's your chance.
There you go.
At 9:00, start putting your questions down there in the comments section. We'll scroll through those, and you can get your Maury Buchanan questions answered right here live on this Facebook stream.
That's right. Yeah, I think, you know what though, guys, I think we'll start a new stream for this one. So if you're here and you want to do the coffee with Maury thing, we will end this stream. We've got about 9 minutes to go and do whatever we need to do to get ready for the next stream. But just go to the Mission Discovery Facebook page and it'll just say, hey, we're live again. Is that how that works, Michael?
Pretty much.
I'm guessing that if you found us right here, you could find us again. But we will be back here in just about 8 minutes with Maury Buchanan. So, does that sound good?
Yep.
All right, everybody.
So we're signing off for now?
Yeah, we'll sign off for now.
Okay.
Yeah. And who's going to be on that call, Michael? Is it me, you, Jimmy, Maury? Who else?
If Jimmy wants to be on it, that's fine.
I'll jump in there. I'm having more fun than a barrel of monkeys, as we used to say back in the old days.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll all be here, and we're excited about it. I got to get my French press ready. So.
All right.
Me too.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Later.
See you guys in about 7 minutes.
All right.